Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Tyler Glasnow. What do you look for here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And that one fouled off. And ball one.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, Boog.
Glasnow ready and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That missed by a lot. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That was a pretty fun at-bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Just missed. One out, base is empty. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
One down, base is empty. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next pitch is outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
High fly ball down the left field line. Makes the grab for the second out. And let's take a look at the lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Agustin Ramirez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Max Meyer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And a strike in there. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now and even in the postseason. And that's outside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one outside. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wagaman. Out. Number 2.
Batting third, second baseman.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Stowers pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. Back here in L.A., top of the 2nd, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Eric Wagaman. Glass now, back to work. Fouled off left side. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one back there onto the track, and he makes the catch. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Hernandez. And there are 2 outs.
96, first baseman, Matt Mervis.
2 down, bases empty. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. Ball 1 there.
Outside.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Just
That's
missed.
inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Two outs. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-2 the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran outfielder, Freddie Freeman. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That misses. Now 2 and 2. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. Stepping in, Andy Pajes. That clips the corner. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
On the ground, Edwards. On the run, throw to first. In time, got him. And that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And we're back. Now the 3rd baseman, Connor Norby. Norby measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a foul out of play. Next one
ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Liam Hicks stands in now, looks at that one inside. In the air, left field, Freeman calls it in, 2 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman Otto Lopez.
Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. On to Hernandez. And that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Muncy to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Inside, just missed. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing called strike. And the count now even up. That one just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that one hammered, ranging back. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 1 to Kike Hernandez. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That misses. 2-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
Batting ninth, catcher Austin Barnes.
Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
Just out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Wagaman makes the grab, and that's the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. That one almost got him.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jesus.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Go ahead run on base, and now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Glasnow picks the first.
He's good.
Edwards on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. And that skips into dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating...
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw, and they got him.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
And a 1-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. Still no score. Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom 4. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Miguel Rojas.
On to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. He's 0 for 1. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Dodgers down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Eric Wagaman. Glass now back to work. That one's upstairs, ball one.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's in for a strike. And that one is downstairs. And now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fouled off. He was late. That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. First time up was a pop out. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Headed towards the corner, Pajes on the move towards foul ground. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mervis up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. One away with a runner at third. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And there's a strike.
So impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's downstairs and outside. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
In the air to left down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. One down, base is empty. Just missed the inside corner, and the count's full. On the ground at first. He steps on the bag. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
For the Dodgers, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
So up next, Andy Pajes. 0 for 1 so far. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Edwards. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top 6. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Hicks, 25 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick in 2021. Up and in, ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Center field. Edman makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up. That one's in there. And that is strike 1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Outside with a breaking ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's out to center field. Edman going after it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that one wrapped foul. On the ground to the left. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Marlins 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. That's too low. 1-0. Fought off foul.
Ball 2.
And fouled off. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounded out his first time up. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's the catcher, Austin Barnes. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Back here in L.A., here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And a strike.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
And there's a foul ball. Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Hammered, base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Agustin Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder Eric Wagaman.
Eric Wagaman, the next to hit. To the left side, but it is well foul. Glasnow picks to first, and he's back in safely. Foul ball there. That's outside. Now 1 and 2. Sanchez at first, one gone.
Sit him down.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. His 4th home run of the season. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That'll be it for Glasnow. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Popped up right side. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman Matt Mervis.
So 2 down now. And here is Matt Mervis. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Yates also throwing. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Two outs. And That's way high. And a count 2-1. And it's fouled away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Miguel Rojas.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Up the middle, Lopez. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez. Ball one, no strikes. Runner at second here, one gone. That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. A two-run homer. It's 3-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
Action in the pen down there. Calvin Fauché getting ready to go. Veneziano, a left-hander, also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. That's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Max Meyer will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Calvin Fauché gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3.
Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that misses as well.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And ball 4 to a board.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. Max Muncy at the dish. Gets the call. Strike 1. So the tying run at second. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hit hard on the ground is short. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Luis Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Yoendrys Gomez, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. The next pitch
Ball one.
misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Come on, punch him out.
This one in the air, center field. Edman on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch
That's
doesn't
outside.
find the zone. And that is out of play. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's right, LA.
Popped up. Muncy puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman Otto Lopez.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And the
Ball
first
one.
pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Right through there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just
Fastball
misses with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. On the ground right side. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Throws to first, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Lake Backer.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off
Well, one-run game at the plate. Kike Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Sliced hard but foul. Hard ground ball for a base stop. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
No outs, runner at first. Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Good feed. That's one. Back to first. Not in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now here's a flare off the bat, and there's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
Betts in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And the 1-0.
2-0.
And Mookie takes. Swinging a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Check swing went around. Full count now.
3-2.
Two on, one out. Out to center. Sanchez gets under it. Snags it for the second out.
Up next, for the Dodgers, second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. He's already homered here in this one. Ball one on a pitch inside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Just missed. Up the middle, Lopez. They take the force out, inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Dodgers strand a couple, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yoendrys Gomez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Gomez, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one fouled off.
One ball, two strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And here is Jesus Sanchez. And that's a strike. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. That one is gone. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And that's a double.
Now batting, left fielder Aaron Wagaman.
One out, runner at second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Eric Wagaman. That one finds the zone, 0-1. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Edman snags it, and there's two away.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder Kyle Stowers.
So a man aboard. Kyle Stowers will hit next. Foul ball. Ramirez at second with two down.
Ball, that's out.
In the air, left field, down the line. Freeman puts it away, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Anthony Bender. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
37, Anthony Bender.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ah, that hit him.
I got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. The next offering misses, and the count now 2-0. Tying run at the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now a move being made at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Chris Taylor. So up next, Andy Pajes. And he lays one down the left side. Goes to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Max Muncy. This guy with light tower power. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Try to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Mervis. Toss to second. The double play ends it right here.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.